Hey guys, what's up, how's it going? My name is Rob and welcome back for another video, and in today's video I'm probably going to be giving you guys the last and final update on my WealthSimple Invest account. So this is basically an account I started way back in the beginning of 2020 when I first started learning about personal finance and investing, and I didn't really know much. I was kind of pursuing information online, I was learning about investing, I was also kind of playing around with managing my own portfolio, and in the meantime I had the WealthSimple Invest account to basically kind of manage my money for me and kind of see the results I would get as I was learning to actively manage my own portfolio. So in this video I'll be giving you guys an update and I'll be showing you guys how my portfolio has been doing. But going into the future, this is probably going to be the last video I'm going to be doing because I will be moving my entire WealthSimple Invest account over to my WealthSimple Trade portfolio. Now the reason why I'm doing this isn't because I think WealthSimple Invest was bad or it did bad for me. In fact, as I go through this video, I'll show you guys all my earnings, and you'll actually see that my WealthSimple Invest account, for what it was worth and what it did was, which was basically investing on autopilot, it actually did pretty well for me, and I'm pretty happy with the result. But like I said, I'm moving more to an actively managed portfolio, and I like buying my own ETFs and stocks, so that's the main reason. But what we're going to be doing in this video is I'll be jumping inside the portfolio. I'll show you guys my results, and I'll show you guys how my portfolio has done since the beginning of 2020. And just really quickly before we go any further with the video, I just want to give you guys a quick little mention. If you guys do want to get set up with WealthSimple Cash, they are currently offering a promo that you can instantly sign up and get $25 just for opening a new account. Just go into the description section of this video, click on the link, and you guys can set up an account using my referral link, and we'll each get $25. So that's for you guys if you guys want to support the channel and take advantage of that. Alright guys, let's jump inside the portfolio and let's see how WealthSimple Invest portfolio has been doing. Alright everybody, so here's the actual WealthSimple Invest portfolio here. I'm on the website here, and as you guys can see, we have a pretty big account and we got a lot of cover in this video. And for some reason, earlier I mentioned that we started this portfolio in 2020. We actually started in the beginning of 2019. So sorry about that mistake there. So we first started this portfolio in about, I would say 2019 is when I got serious with investing. I put $13,000 in, and then throughout 2019 to about around the beginning of 2020 or so, I'd say just before the pandemic, is basically when I was depositing money in. So after the pandemic happened, I kind of, because in the beginning of 2020 I started a WealthSimple Trade portfolio and I focused on that. So most of my deposits and most of the growth inside this account kind of came from, I would say, me depositing money throughout 2019 up until maybe the first couple months of 2020, and then I kind of switched into WealthSimple Trade. So as you guys can see, but the cool thing is the account just kept growing over time. So it's been a really good kind of passive income source with not a lot of management on my part. The cool thing about WealthSimple Invest is you only have to put money in from your account and they do everything for you. So total at the end of the day we have $56,000 and we're up $11,000. So over the course of, I guess, 2.5 years to almost 3 years, we made $11,000, and in simple percentages, that's about $25%, over the course of that time. So obviously, you know, there's a big pandemic, things changed, a lot of things happened, so that kind of changed things a lot, and we have to factor that. But that's what we got, a 25% return, and you guys can see net deposits is $45,000, and actual growth is that $11,000, which brings it up to $56,000. And here you can see the growth versus deposits. So this will give you a better idea of like when I was really putting money in. Like I mentioned, I'm not kind of lying about this, I'm actually telling you the truth. This gray line here at the bottom is my net deposits, and as we can see, it kept rising. So lots of deposits throughout 2019, and then as soon as we hit about the beginning, I guess kind of June or so, or maybe even May, kind of towards May, I stopped depositing money in this account, and it's just kind of been growing ever since. You can kind of see that passive income growth. So that's the power of investing. That's the power of investing into ETFs and whatnot, and just using something like a simple robo-advisor works for a lot of people. Now let's look at some of the actual ETFs and whatnot that they hold inside our account here. So portfolio for WealthSimple Invest was in 90% equities because we picked the risk level growth 10 plan, which is the highest risk level for WealthSimple Invest. And they do a little quiz or a little kind of survey at the start where they ask you a few questions to get an assessment on what type of investing would you like to do. And basically the more risk you have, the more equity they invest. So if you want less risk, they'll invest more into bonds and fixed income and dividend stocks, whatnot. And if you want more risk, they'll focus more on growth in different equity based stocks. So we went with the highest growth, and here's the holdings. Now one thing I want to point out really quick is because I'm moving the actual portfolio, they actually sold my holdings, and here's the cash I have here. So the holdings aren't in here right now, but I'll just give you guys a quick little idea. So we had VTI, which is a US fund, we had XIC, which is a Canadian fund, and lots of diversification internationally. So WealthSimple is all about diversifying your funds basically almost evenly amongst US, Canadian, and then wide internationally. And that's a pretty good approach long term for a portfolio, and that's what allowed a portfolio to do really well to get to that kind of return that we're at that 25% over just 2.5 years. So that worked out pretty good for us. Now if you go to the activity tab, we can see some different things here on WealthSimple Invest. So you can see that they sold their assets, and here's a good idea. So you guys can see the actual holdings here. So if you look at here, the first set they sold was XEF, which is an ETF, XIC, ZFL, and VUS. So these are different funds here. Once again, XEF is global, I think. XIC is Canadian. ZFL, I think, is US bonds, I believe. VUS is a US-based ETF. VTI is US-based ETF. EEMV is emerging markets in a lot of the emerging part of the world. So this would be like in the Asian markets and different places in Europe. ACWV is a global fund, and then GLDM is, I think, the gold, the holding of gold that they hold inside the portfolio. So you can see the different amounts here on the right side. So when you want to withdraw it, they will sell the holdings and then transfer it. And they actually have an option inside WealthSimple Trade app where you can do a direct transfer from a TFSA in WealthSimple Invest into your TFSA into WealthSimple Trade, which is really cool. So it doesn't screw up your contribution room, and it takes about 7 days. So I'm currently waiting for them to transfer the money over, and then I will buy new stocks with WealthSimple Trade. But here's a different screen where you can see some different things like dividends and whatnot. So we did get some dividends towards the end of July. We got like a dividend from VTI. We got some dividends from our different ETFs and whatnot, and then I ended up selling them because I did want to make the move over to WealthSimple Trade. But our portfolio overall has done pretty well, and you might want to look like at what I've been paying for fees. So fees, basically I've been getting most of my fees for free because I was referring people to WealthSimple Invest, so I got all my fees basically managed for free. But you guys can see here that here's some of the fees. Let's see for my fees here. You guys can see that the fees is, I think it's about 0.4% of your overall portfolio. So this is in the beginning before I referred people. I was paying like, and it's paid monthly, divided by 12. So you pay it over the course of 12 months. And you see it's a couple bucks here and there. Now, obviously this is my portfolio is really new. So if your portfolio is bigger, you're going to pay more on fees. But at the end of the day, I mean, 0.4% to pay per year to get like an average of, I think I've averaged about 7 or 8% over the past 2.5 years or so. It's really not that big of a fee, especially since they do everything for you. You literally just have to take, you open up a portfolio with WealthSimple Invest, you put your money in through your bank, and they basically invest in the funds for you, and that's all you have to do, and your portfolio will grow over time. So I hope this video was really helpful. I know it's just a really simple, quick update, but I wanted to do it because it probably will be the last one for the WealthSimple Invest account, and then all this money will go inside the trade account here that we have, which I guess I'll do a quick little update here while we're in here already. And then I'll be using that money to buy my own stocks here on WealthSimple Trade. And the trade account has been doing really good. And the main reason why I'm doing this, once again, isn't because WealthSimple Invest is bad. It's just I want to make a more custom-based approach portfolio that's more on dividend growth. So that's my focus, and that's why I'm doing this. So this, our TFSA here, that $50,000 will be transferred into this TFSA, and we should have like 60, 70, 80 something thousand dollars or so. And we'll be doing a lot of stocks to buy. So if you guys want to watch that video, keep a look at it. Keep a watch out for it. It'll probably come sometime next week or so. But anyways, guys, just a quick little update. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like usual, if you have any questions, just let me know. Alright guys, that's it for this video. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. And if you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And remember to subscribe if you guys want to see more Canadian-based investing content. Take care. See you guys later, and have a good one.